Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is David, this is David K Reacts, and here on this channel I ramble with articulation, I hope, about a variety of different musical, video and audio elements of the videos I watch. And today we are going for an older performance by a group I haven't had on the channel before, but who have been recommended to me by Starstruck Canuck and Muppet Stooges Fan 1, and that is The Real Group. And it's taken me a couple of years to get to this, so sorry about that, folks. But they requested I check out anything by these guys, and I decided to have a look at their performance of It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. This is a 1931 song that was written by Duke Ellington, and lyrics were by Irving Mills, based upon a sort of saying of the trumpeter Bubba Miley. And Bubba Miley very sadly passed of tuberculosis just a couple of months after this song was released, at the very young age of, I think, about 31. Fortunately, it was after the song was released. I think so often, that sort of thing sadly happens before, and nobody, the person doesn't have the opportunity to see or hear the work. In this case, at least, he did. But this is an amazing song. And I think, I understand, and again, this is from Wikipedia, so take this with a grain of salt, but it was the first, or one of the first uses of the word swing in a popular song, which is kind of awesome. It was sort of being used around by jazz musicians at the time, and it was put into this piece of music, which I think is a lot of fun. The Real Group is a Swedish a cappella group I have not come across before. I know nothing about them. I haven't really looked into them much. I know they're still active. Obviously with different members to the folks we're going to see here. And I know that Anders is their bass, or one of the Anders, I think there might be two. But Anders is their bass because I was told particularly to listen out for him. I will enjoy him. So yeah, and that's more or less all I know about this one. This was recorded live in Stockholm. The video was uploaded 14 years ago, but just I was curious. There was no information in the description. I scrolled down in the comments, and somebody said they think it must have been recorded around 2000. So we're looking at a 26-year-old video here. So pardon the quality not being quite so great. Also, for those of you who did not see my last video, you'll notice I'm in a slightly disorganized space. Sorry, if I'm looking over here, that's where my other monitor is that has my live camera feedback coming up. This is a very disorganized space compared to my usual. I'm in a bit of flux right now, and I'm going to be moving to a new space fairly shortly, and I'm not there yet. And unfortunately, my usual space is not currently available, so I've got this mock-up one here, but I didn't want to stop doing reactions just because I'm in a pokey little corner. If there are a couple of stops in this video, unless I say otherwise, it's probably because this thing behind me fell down, because that happened a couple of times last time. So it may not, but I'm getting ahead of the game there in case it does. And I think that's about all I can say, really, because I don't have much more to add to this one, other than welcome back to my channel. Welcome if this is your first time here. If it is, the way this works, I'm going to watch the video through from beginning to end, commenting and emoting over the top. I will then go back and watch the video a second time, this time pausing, interrupting, and offering what commentary and analysis I feel I can based on what I've just seen and heard, and the foreknowledge of having seen the video one time prior. If you are just here for the reaction, the first quarter or so of this video will probably be good for you. This one, it's live. It may not have as much commentary on video as some of them do, but I find every time I say that, I then go on for ages. So I'm just going to, it's a possibility. Please check out the description below, where I will put a link to this video. Please do check it out. Now, this is not their channel. I don't know if they have one. If I do find one, I will add it to the description as well. But they are the artists here, and I do want to stress that. The person who uploaded this video, as far as I'm aware, is not related to them in any way. But yes, they are the artists. I am simply analyzing their work. So do check out and support them any way that you can. Please do hit the like and subscribe buttons on my channel, as well as the notification bell, and if you'd care to support the channel, you can do so by heading to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts, to patreon.com/DavidKReacts, or by leaving a super thanks here on YouTube, and more details on those at the end of the video. But for now, without any further delay, let us bring up this video and check out The Real Group performing It Don't Mean a Thing If It Ain't Got That Swing. Just get my volume up.
What good is melody?
Ooh. gorgeous.
If it ain't possessing something sweet.
Oh, the motion is beautiful.
It ain't the melody.
It ain't the music, no.
There's something else that makes the tune complete.
Yes.
It don't mean a bang if it ain't got
Woo!
swing. It don't mean a bang, all you gotta do is sing. It doesn't matter if it's real, it doesn't really matter. Just give that rhythm everything you got.
They're not messing around with the pace.
Don't mean a bang if it ain't got that swing.
Ooh, I like that rhythm. This is awesome. Oh, that's beautiful. Great tempo shift.
Don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing.
You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got. You know it don't make.
Oh, this is good. The polyrhythms.
Doesn't matter if it's sweet or hard. No, just give that rhythm everything you've given, everything you got. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Oh, that's fun.
It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Wow. Oh man, they are not messing around. Okay, let's go. Wow. I just want to see if there's... I don't think there's any information. I just want to see if there's anything else useful I can pull out before I start diving in. Just in case there's anything that informs... Okay, yeah, nothing in particular brought up there. Just, obviously, there's nothing in the description, so it's just seeing if there's anything in the comments that was relevant in any way. I don't think there is. Somebody said begging for a reunion a couple of years ago, but it seems like they actually had a reunion concert last year. Or no, I guess 2024. Right, it's 2026 now. Nearly a month in, you'd think I'd have remembered that. Anyway, yeah, let's go back and watch this again and see what I can pull out of it, because there's a lot of beautiful harmony in this. I'm not going to speak an awful lot about the visuals in this, because there just isn't an awful lot to talk about. It's fairly standard concert recording, but there's a lot of musical cool stuff happening here, so let's dive in.
What good is melody?
I love their choice to start this slowly. You know, they they have a loose tempo here, but it's very chill, especially given how fast they're going to take off the moment they actually start this thing. Their control of tempo is spectacular. They're really, really on point with that. And I think it's just the perfect start for this, because it gives you the melody, it gives you these beautiful harmonies that they're singing, and it's just a really nice way of starting the piece off in a nice, accessible fashion before really kind of kicking into gear.
What good is melody?
What good is
Oh, subtle thing. But I don't know if it's the same. I think it's the same singer. You get the, oh, what good is melody? And then the, oh, just comes out ever so slightly up in the mix. That's lovely. Oh, and there's almost, and I don't mean this in any way in a derogatory fashion, there's almost a slightly lazy quality to the singing here. There's whoa, really, really nice, because it gives it this sense of calm, but also a bit of weight, and that's going to be completely subverted when we come in with this really fast, upbeat, bouncy quality.
What good is
Music. Those little slides up, just giving it a little bit of that extra kind of blues quality to it. Really, really lovely.
What good is music
if it ain't possessing something sweet?
I love that little sequence. Firstly, it's nice that we get that. You get the two questions, and then it's not an answer. It's the qualification to the questions that comes from the bass. And I like that we go up as the two questions are asked. We start in the middle, we go up, and then we sink down to the bottom for that if it ain't got this final element to it. That's really nice. And then his line, Anders this is I assume Anders, the line that he has after that is fantastic.
If it ain't possessing something sweet.
That jump is fantastic. And it's definably his voice that's doing it too. And I just think that's such a beautiful line, because the you don't expect then there's as he drops right down for that next sort of the final resolution of that chord, if you like. That's marvelous, because it tricks us. It's a surprise getting those bass notes out of nowhere. Really, really like this. And there again, they are taking their time. There's nothing rushed about this. And it just trails. That could be that could be a one beat note, or maybe the second beat is held. The timing is kind of irrelevant, but they give this lovely hold on it, and then they pick back up again slowly, slightly under tempo.
It ain't.
Or actually, I guess no, technically they're not. They're in tempo. But there's something about the quality that gives it that lugubrious feeling that we've been getting. Lovely stuff.
It ain't the melody.
It ain't the music, no.
There's something else.
Again, this same pattern. We start in the middle. We head up to the upper range. Now, not as high as we're going to go. Clarification on that point. And then drop back down to Anders again for the bass for the final part of this. This is so good. I like that. They repeat the structure. We're getting familiarity, right? And notice that none of the familiarity is with the soprano, who's about to rock it off. Really like this.
There's something else that makes the tune complete.
That beautiful, slow, those final chords just leading us up to the beginning of the main section of this. That's so good. And this is nice too. Lovely harmony coming through. They harmonize so beautifully. But I love that as with something else. And then we get this.
That makes the
in unison.
tune
And notice complete is the highest we've really got so far. Again, we're still holding onto the actual height of the soprano singer who's going to come in now with an absolute wallop. It's so good. And I love this. Tune complete is what you would expect, but you get the tune complete. I love the choice there to use that minor sixth. That is so beautiful. It gives this richness to that chord that wouldn't be there if you used the tonic instead.
That makes the tune complete.
Ah, wonderful stuff.
It don't mean a bang if it ain't got swing.
And now we are in territory we have not touched until this point. We are in soprano territory, we are in upbeat territory, we are in incredibly fast territory. Everything that we have just built up flipped on its head. And one could argue you can predict that because it was getting slower and slower and slower, and if you know the song, you know it's going somewhere. But even if you don't know the song, it's going to do one of two things. It's either going to come back in at the sort of original tempo, it's unlikely to stay at that really slow tempo of those last few chords, or it's going to absolutely take off. And I love the switch. The complete subversion of everything that we've been hearing up to that point is fantastic.
It don't mean a bang if it ain't got swing.
And there's so much happening here. This is crazy. You've got Anders the dum 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 dum, whatever it is the notes are he's actually singing, with this plucked double bass effect going on here.
It don't mean a bang if it ain't got swing.
Because it bow wow bow wow bow wow bow wow do wah. Like there's lots. They're very, very specific about the consonant and vowel sounds that they are producing to give us variety in the background of this, right?
It don't mean a bang if it ain't.
Because they start out as ba ba bow. It's very defined. And it shifts as we go through. They're changing the sounds that they're producing, and it's giving this kind of swing band kind of vibe to it, which is really, really nice. And I'm going to go back one more time. I want to listen to this solo singer now.
It don't mean a bang if it ain't got swing.
And I love that we have this it. No, I can't get up there. She slides up at the beginning, and it's just a subtle thing, and it's not. There's no. She's not using that as support for the note, because you can hear in the way that she's singing immediately afterwards. Absolutely unnecessary for that purpose. That is a deliberate choice, and we've had these slides earlier in the piece, and to use one here, leading up to this very, very fast, like the momentum that they've got going immediately. It's just 0 to 60 in no time at all. But actually starting it with that slide is one little way of tying it back in to some of what we've heard already, and I like that a lot. The chords they're moving through are just stunning. There's lots of ways of reharmonizing this. It's a great piece for that, and I think they've chosen so beautifully. And I love that got to sing. And it's, again, these small punctuations, but because we're used to hearing these very fast motions underneath, suddenly having these three slightly longer notes that clearly have words and clear enunciation. I mean, their enunciation is fantastic for all the scat and the rhythm, percussion and all that kind of stuff that's going on in the background as well. But suddenly having this got to, like, it's very clear words coming through in the backing. It's just really nice as a change of pace for a hot second, and it really is only a second. There's a really nice hold there, actually. She just backphrases a little bit on that. Got to do is sing. It's not got to do with sing. There's little hold on sing. Lovely. I notice things change there. We get more of a even in all the backing there, just for that line. So the timbre of the music changes for the B section of the verse.
It doesn't matter if it's winter, doesn't really matter. Just give that rhythm everything you got it all you need.
Oh, this is so fast. It's really hard to keep up with. I'm going to be doing a lot of going back because I'm just trying to hear everything that's happening.
It doesn't matter if it's winter, doesn't.
You've got this they've got that little bit of the sort of hi-hat quality going on in the background right now. It's really nice. The subtle changes in the percussion that are happening in this. It's not a lot, but it's just enough to give variety to what's actually being played sung. It's really, really nice. I love that. Woo, woo. Really, that's awesome. Just a little instrumental beat between the two vocal lines here.
It doesn't matter if it's winter, doesn't really matter. Just give that rhythm everything you got it all you need.
Give it all you got. Oh, what? I'm not sure exactly what they're singing right at the beginning. It might just be all you've got. I don't know. But that little, they've get everything you've got. Was it everything?
Just give that rhythm everything you got it all you need.
Yeah, everything you got. Da 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 da. She does dum 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 dum. There's our triad, right? Dum dum dum. And then they slide down from that. The third that they start singing on, they just slide chromatically down to the note that she's on as well. That is so nice.
It's winter, doesn't really matter. Just give that rhythm everything you got it all you need. Don't want me to bow if it ain't got that swing.
And there again, they got that swing. Really lovely.
Don't want me to bow if it ain't got that swing.
If it ain't got, don't mean a thing. If it ain't got that... Sorry, I had to think for a second about the actual rhythm. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. They change that rhythm so much because they push it. It's jazz rubato. Rubato is a musical phrase meaning kind of give and take. So you can slow down the piece a little bit here if you speed it up in a second, or the other way around. So the ultimate duration of the piece doesn't change, but you can slow down and speed up within it. That's kind of a little bit of what they've got going on here. Is that if it ain't got that swing, because the if it ain't is done so quickly, got that and swing can then have more time taken over them, and it changes up the rhythm of what's going on there without breaking the duration of the phrase in any way. Swing! And again, the little embellishments that go on here are so lovely for giving extra texture to this. And I love that halfway through there, which is the phrase, that's the song. That's the lyric of the song. But halfway through it, she phases into scat. We're now going out of the territory of the known lyric and moving into some scat singing. I love that. It's such a smooth transition. And also, listening to the harmony behind that too. Oh, that's so well done, the way that they're changing the rhythm for them as well. Do, 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 do. And then suddenly that short one there that gives them a permission to move on to something else because you've jarred the ear a tiny bit by doing something a little bit different. Even the bass line, he's been so consistent throughout a lot of this. He has that do 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 do. Again, that tiny little break himself that then leads into that fall down where the do-a. He's just been sitting on the one note. Really, really lovely construction of this arrangement.
That swing.
Oh, they are so tight. They really are. The way that they're moving together, this is so very clean. I really, really like this. How smooth is that? Like, it sounds like a single entity singing these chords, but this just the tightness, the exactitude of how long they're holding each thing when each consonant is happening. It's perfect. Oh, so good. And Anders the whole time underneath sustaining this walking bass line that's just going all over the place. But it's such a foundation for this, because while they're off doing whatever rhythm they're doing for the whole scat section, this consistency of the bass line is really kind of, it holds everything in place. And then when he does break out to this dum 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 dum, or whatever it was that we've just hit there, don't know what the notes were without sort of referencing it, but going into that, it defines it more because he's broken his pattern. Now he's doing something different as well. He's actually singing at the same time they are, and only at the same time they are, rather than filling in, you know, or keeping that sort of ongoing pattern of dum 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 dum, like every, I want to say quaver. That's going to be an eighth note. Sorry, I still have to think about those conversions into into that. But every quaver, every eighth note, he's providing something up to that point. Oh, they're so smooth, and the harmonies in this, it's classic big band swing. It's fantastic. The arrangement is it's great because it's their arrangement, but it is so true to the style of the piece as well, and the style of the musicianship of the day. I really like this. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think I actually mentioned, this was written in 1931 and released in 1932. So that's what I mean when I'm saying in the day. I'm referencing back to that. Wow, this is such a lot. All I can say is how clean all of these movements are. And I love that you just have that short break for Anders where he does that boom, 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 and he's straight back into that walking bass line again. And I really like this balance because you have two elements. You have him and you have everybody else. And as I say, once again, that consistency of that bass line almost permits everyone else to do whatever they would like, because the bass line is the bit that isn't changing, even though it's all over the place. There's this huge walking element. There's chromatic and chromatic notes in there and all that sort of thing. It's not like he's staying within a key or sticking on a particular system of chord changes, anything like that. He's walking all over the place, but it's because we're familiar with it. It gives everyone else permission to move away from what they've been doing, which is, you know, it gives them this incredible, I'm going to call it a scat solo. It's not really, of course, because it's the four of them, but it has a solo element to it because of the consonants of that rhythm. They're so on point with that rhythm. It sounds like one voice. And that slowed. I realize I say four of them. It's three of them, isn't it? Because you got the vocal percussionist as well. And I don't want to. I'm talking so much about the harmony here, but let's not miss the fact that he is as consistent as Anders is. I've been focusing on the musicality of the tonal sounds that we're hearing, but the percussion is also remarkable because the agility and the consistency that is coming from him is astonishing, and it's so clean, and it's contributing so much in a very subtle way. It's not in your face. It's quite reserved in terms of volume and in terms of its placement in the mix, but it's ever present, and it is once again where we have our musical foundation in that walking bass line. We have our rhythmic foundation, I mean, also in the walking bass line, but in the percussion that's going on underneath. And it's just, this is remarkable. That tempo change is just so clean, and you don't see it coming, which I love. It's so slick because it's like it just, 1 minute you're in one tempo, 1 minute you're in the next, but they've made that transition so smooth that you almost don't notice it's happening. And then you suddenly get this, everything's in this halftime feel from what they've been going, and it's so clean. And that's so, those polished edges, that time, the hours they've spent rehearsing to absolutely nail moments like this make them so satisfying to hear.
Don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing.
You've got to sing all you've
I love that they have this build-up section here, and it's so nice that it just fades back and leaves him front and center.
Don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't.
And I love this rhythm too that we've got this one. Don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing. There's that slight push forward of the thing just ahead of the beat, which is being matched in Anders' bass as well.
A thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean.
Just a little bit ahead of the beat, and so it's giving us this little extra every time we come back into that downbeat because we've been slightly ahead of it, and it gives us something. It's a more interesting thing than just dum 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 dum. It doesn't require a lot. It's just that slight push makes it so much more interesting to listen to.
You've got a thing, don't mean a thing, don't mean a thing.
You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it.
I love this. It's loop pedal building, but with actual people, right? But I love it because you have their consistency. Again, I'm going to keep using that word. Their consistency is bang on. And so it almost does sound like a loop pedal because of how accurate they are each time they repeat their little section. This is so good.
To make it, you've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do.
Hold up. People who know this group better than I am, is Anders doing the double bass and the percussion? Because I assumed it was this gentleman who just joined in who was doing the percussion, but the percussion is still there. So is Anders a beatboxing bass? Is that what I'm getting out of this? That's really cool if so. I assumed it was two different people. So maybe I was right before. Maybe it is 4 people singing the harmony. I'm not good enough to pick that apart, just, sort of with this this small amount of listening.
Sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got.
Right. Yeah, of course, because there's the 4 of them. I didn't remember that from my first watch through of the fact that the 4 of them come up here and do this, but the percussion is still there in the background. But so is the double bass.
To make it, you've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got to do to make it. You've got to sing all you've got. It don't mean a thing. You want to sing all you've got.
this polyrhythm is happening right now. These 4 different, totally different things building together. It's not like it's, you know, you get these build-up videos that go out on TikTok, right, where people sing choruses of this, that, and the other, and they build them up as they go. But every line is singing more or less the same rhythm and the same words at the same time and all that sort of thing. This is so much more complicated because we now have 4 completely different rhythms, melodies, etc., being sung on top of each other, and it sounds complicated, but it doesn't sound messy, and it's so impressive. Like they're so tight on this. And then so cleanly they just move on from here. His voice pushed slightly up in the mix at this point, or he's singing slightly louder, I'm not sure which, but he just comes through a little bit clearer over the top as we move out of that. Oh, the harmony. Wow, that's so good. Oh, they lead in. I missed that. That's lovely. If it ain't got swing, that little lead in there from the ladies before he takes off. I didn't catch that, but they actually lead him in. That is brilliant. Oh, hang on. Hold on 1 second. I'm being an idiot. Oh, it's nice because she's doing like a sort of do-up. If it don't mean a thing, do-up. If it ain't got that swing. So she's leading it in, but it's very subtly done. It's she brings her voice up just a little bit as well right before we do this switch, and so it feels like a more natural lead-in, even though she's kind of given the hint that it's coming already from the first half of her little phrase there. That is beautiful. That doesn't matter if it's sweet or if it's hot. That rhythm, that is such a beautiful counterpoint to what he's singing right now. I love this. Give it everything you've got. Wonderful. I love the rhythm that they're doing in all of this. Sorry, interruption for a phone call. My apologies. Back to where we were. I just think they're so good at reinforcing certain lines with the way that they push rhythm. I think that's what's so good about that. That just give it everything you've got. Just being like, that's kind of the big message of the song, right? It's got to have that. Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. It's got to have the swing, but the swing requires effort, so give it everything you got. Really love that. Oh, and I love this. You get that it don't in unison. It don't in unison, or the don't at least in unison, and then gradually we're going to broaden this harmony as we go through. I love that hold on thing. It don't mean a thing. And you kind of expect it to be, if it ain't got that swing, something like that. But they just take off again. It's so much fun. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. And then, if it ain't got that swing, that's super high up there too. I'm not sure what that is. This space, I have no room for a piano. If I'll try and figure it out and stick it here. Wherever I usually put my notes. Right here. If I figure out what that note was. But wow, that's high. We've got such a good voice. The range in this group is astonishing. I love that. And just on that final one, suddenly pushing it out of nowhere.
swing. Do-a, 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 do-a. Wah, 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 wah.
And that's fun too. Ooh-ah, 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 do-ah, do-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah. It's just taking out the consonant. Ooh-ah, instead of do-ah. It removes both of the consonants, the D and the W. It's so simple, so effective. I love that.
Do-a, do-a, do-a. Wah, 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 wow.
And notice percussion and bass, which I'm now thinking is entirely Anders, hasn't changed. It is just trucking on, and so that consistency is still there. Fantastic stuff.
Do-a, do-a. Wah, 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 wow.
Oh, and that bass line too. It's so interesting, all the places he's traveling, the moments he's like bum 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 bum, and those moments where he sits on a single note versus where he's traveling. Really, really lovely choices. And notice there he's climbing as this last phrase goes when they come back to doo-wah. Dum 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 dum. It's increasing the tension because he's rising up even while they're singing the same thing all the time. Really lovely stuff.
We don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Oh, and those, holy smoke, those chords. I realize there's at least one of the male singers is also changing a little bit here, but my point in here is that the focus is on this do-ah, 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 which just sits on that note. And so having Anders climbing up is just increasing the pressure on that note because we're compressing the arrangement again, right? It's one of those things. There's that sense that things getting closer together, yeah, they can sometimes end up sounding really consonant, and you get these beautiful, like a tight triad or something like that. But there is a sense that you're increasing tension at the same time because you're compressing the arrangement. Really nice stuff.
We don't mean a thing.
What was that? It don't mean a thing. The chord choice there is fascinating.
We don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
And then there's if it ain't got that swing all the way up there. Beautiful quality note there. And notice that we have this got that swing. Again, the chord, the harmony, entire section of this gradually tightening and compressing those chords.
Mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Got that swing. It's same in the bass. That whole chord section is just pushing up to that final, the beautiful. It's a little dissonant on that first, like as we pass through, especially the second chord, and then you hit that really consonant final chord.
We don't mean a thing.
And that don't mean a thing. That is definitely dissonant. That's like, whoa, what did I just hear?
If it ain't got that swing.
Stunning! Absolutely stunning. The control that they have, both of their rhythm and of their harmony, is top-notch. Absolutely beautiful singing, absolutely wonderful arrangement, and an extraordinary performance. Really, really is. Thank you very much to Starstruck and Muppet for putting this in front of me, because I wouldn't have come across this group well, maybe I would have done. I don't know. My algorithm throws a lot of a cappella at me, and I tuck most of it into a corner of check this out later, because I like sharing cool stuff with you folks, and this is absolutely a wonderful example of cool stuff that I'm very glad I'm sharing with you folks. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I just did. Hopefully this is obviously the second time you're watching it because you checked them out first, but I hope that I was able to bring something to you, whether this is that you've just found out about them because I posted this, or whether you've been watching them for, I think they've been active since 91, so what does that mean nowadays? 35 years? Hopefully I was able to mention something that you're just, oh, that's why that bit's so cool, or that's why I like that, or I'd never noticed that before, If I can manage any one of those things, that will make me a very happy man, because that's kind of what I'm trying to do with all of this, is share my love and my interest in the music with you. So hopefully you took something away from this. If even one person did, then I'm very, very happy. Yeah, and they are incredible. I will have to check out some more stuff by them. Wonderful, wonderful group. Please do hit the like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell. If you would care to support my channel, you can do so by heading to buymeacoffee.com/DavidKReacts and leaving a one-off donation of any amount. You can head to patreon.com/DavidKReacts and sign up currently for $2 or $4 Canadian or your regional equivalent. That just gives you ongoing support of the channel, but I am going to be expanding my Patreon in the next probably 3 or 4 months to be a bit more involved. Or you can leave a super thanks here on YouTube, and any of those very gratefully received if you would choose to do them. That is it for this week's awesome video. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate the time that you spend with me, especially if you're still here at the end of the video. That really means a lot. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. Let's go for 10:19 a.m. See if somebody's listening to it in the morning. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much once again. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.